Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to yet another day of Final Fantasy XVI. I am having a good time with this game, and I do miss switching up my content. So I'm looking forward to finishing this and getting to vary the streams a little bit in the near future. But we're not quite there yet, and that is okay. Cosmo wants blueberries. She already had some. No more. Time to settle. Time to settle down. Okay, let's look at what our where we're at here. Cosmo, no thank you. No thank you. Rift slip. Cosmo, stop. Stop it. No. What we need to do is get Flames of Rebirth mastered, because I don't really need Phoenix Shift. I do really like Arm of Darkness and the Zantetsuken thing. Okay. I just feel like... Oh, progress will be lost. No. You can travel, except not really. Okay. Can you imagine? Yikes. Okay. So never mind. Let's go.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
Okay, I guess we're ready.
We've fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
Mike, have you finished the game? I have a guess that when Josh and I were going to record our preview podcast, this is probably where he was when he was like, I'm going to finish the game before we do the podcast. And then he kept having to play more things. Because now that there's complete walkthroughs, I know how much more game is left.
Together. Aye.
2 more chapters and an epilogue after this. But this does feel like you're walking into the final boss fight. Or the final boss fight is walking in on you. Come on. Goots.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain.
Look at our whole squad.
I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
And I can feel confidently that this is not the end, despite how it feels like it should be. Yeah. There's 2 more chapters plus an epilogue after this. I think that's what I just said. But I would guess that this is where Josh was when he said, I think I'm about to beat the game. And then was like, oh, silly me. It's the end of a Final Fantasy game. Of course, there's 800 boss battles at the end. No, where did Torgal go? You took my dog. Prepare to die.
Come back.
Who took all of us? Okay, as long as I'm with Torgal and Joshua, I guess. The baby girl is pouting. Just the boys. Jill has to stay. Well, and Dion and Gav.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them, all of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home.
So to answer your question, no, I haven't finished the game. The next chapter is another round of Ubisoft side quests, and then I assume the final dungeon. I see. There's more side quests?
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
Is there more side quests, or there's some side quests you haven't done? Double-digit side quests. The last round of side quests are numerous, but easily the best in the game. I can't believe there's more side quests. You are distinctly at what should be the end of the game. Oh, but I guess if I think this is where Josh got to, he definitely went back to the hideaway because he was like, yeah, I did all these side quests and now I maximized my inventory and my potions work better, and I should have done that a long time ago.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning.
Listen, who are you to judge me?
When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle.
This is also like big
magic,
end of Final Fantasy VII vibes.
And in its light did all life
Aesthetically
flourish.
and thematically. Pretty much every primary character at the hideaway will ask for something.
Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor, we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
FF16 is a little, what if we Final Fantasy VII, but medieval and like Game of Thrones? I guess. There is certainly the we are abusing a resource and it's damaging the planet theme in both games. Okay, sorry, I had to clean my screen a little bit. think the basic story structure, I think the overarching characters and other elements of the story don't map. Is this a dead end? Oh, okay.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies, and so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow. Valisthea. There would the true work begin. For the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution. The illness having spread to every organ, there was but one escape from this fate. To start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
I mean, that's not a surprise.
And follow we shall. For now.
Cool.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it.
Which turned out to
Acquiring
be a
the
mistake.
second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake.
In New
For
Game
it
Plus,
was
I
as
skipped
we
all of this
slept
because, my
that
god,
man
Ultima, shut up and get
committed
to the point. It
his
is a lot of...
greatest sin.
We get it.
Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. and the land
Like a good slow-mo exposition
she wept
here at the end of the
tears
game.
black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same.
Hey, Ultima, ever heard of a walk and talk? I guess gotta give us some breaks from climbing all these stairs. A lunch and learn. I've never heard that phrase before.
Is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become.
Corporate fort, we feed you while you're in a training.
Endure a second
God.
claim upon her being. The avarice of
That's such an
man
elementary
drives
school
her
vibe
ever
about it.
closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do. Why we nursed you and fed you as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see
This
only
world
one other
ain't big
choice.
enough for the two of us.
You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Aw.
Bow down,
I
offenders.
can't do it.
Hearts be stained.
Come on!
Okay. It's doing more significant damage than it did for that stupid dragon I tried to fight the other day. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Patience is your friend.
Nice try.
Why is the timing so bad? Come on is right. I just feel like Giga Flare is cooling down really fast, which is great. That sucked.
It's all ready.
Oof.
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed
A
through
taint?
standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid.
Did I just eat my limit
O
break?
wretched mortals
Okay, so I have
incapable
it.
even of contrition. In fit fighting season shall we reap our harvest.
Oh, his will gauge fully filled up again, though. That's annoying.
My strength is yours.
We will unmake.
What happening? Oh. Come on. There it is. There it is. What is that?
Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
Yep. I would.
What now?
Nothing good.
Darkness bends. He means to end us.
Yeah, no shit.
Wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Okay, alright. Prostrate yourselves. No, thank you. I'd rather not. Yeah, right there in the lightning rod. I didn't like this one before, and I don't like it now. I have my flames of free cards right now. Okay. But I do have that. I am wary that I have probably used way too many of my potions way too soon. It feels like this fight will suddenly have 6 more parts.
Nice try.
What?
I needed that.
Anything. Just go. Oh, Blizzard! Literally just every move I have that delays his moves. It's like, do it. Do all of them. Do all of them. I didn't walk into that. So close. Oh, yeah. They're so freaking close.
That's better.
Last.
I can't believe that was the end of that fight. That's wild. That is why Rift Slip is good. It slows down an enemy's attack after you cancel an attack with it. I see.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Cheesecake. Chunky's dead. Cheesecake.
See, that was like an appropriate level of difficult, but didn't go on for 100
For
years.
countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
So that's parents and children, but does Jill have a daughter?
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Lots. Probably.
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
Okay, see, this is the problem.
These
You've got
are the wages
Elwyn
of
talking to
your
Joshua.
son.
You've got Jill talking to Jill.
What good are our choices
It's Sid talking to
when
Min.
all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Voldemort's making you see things, Harry. Don't listen to him.
Leave it all behind.
Look at little baby Joshua.
Clive!
It's young Jill since you knew her.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
He's like, I'm so tired. This baby.
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
The little phoenix feather.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Mythos all along.
Ethos.
The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Are you still talking?
Our flames burn as one!
Have this.
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
So somehow that destroyed the Mother Crystal? I don't know about that. Ashes to ashes, fun to funky. You know, Major Tom's a junkie. That hurt.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
Ashes, fun to funky. Major Tom's a junkie.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos.
He's like, I'm just trying to be Clive, man.
End to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
Oh boy.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking.
Science.
And back to their origin.
What? What was that supposed to be?
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they?
Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Back to their origin is technically the final chapter.
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Anon.
Thank you.
What you doing, Dion? Oh, just fighting? Lest you forget, Dion was head of the... No, Dion wasn't head of the Dragoons. Barnabas was head of the Dragoons. Right? No, Dion. But first a dozen side quests in Chronolist if you want that platinum, which of course I do. I was right the first time. Yep, I corrected myself, and then I corrected myself back to the actual correct answer that I started with. Okay, off we go, back home.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Still alive, are you?
I sure am.
Coin purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I am not.
Come again. Oh, don't.
don't.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Yep.
Yep.
So, what'll it be?
Not that. This.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do.
Oh, I don't have enough clutch mine. For once in my life, I need more of a material, but I can just go buy it.
And?
I'll go buy it from Karen.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
I don't remember how many I needed, but I have plenty of money. Might have been 50. We'll go with 50.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want?
I was 40. Close enough.
You can thank me later. And?
Okay. As usual, lots going on. How many am I missing? It feels like a lot, but maybe not. Uh-oh, treasure coffer. Patron's Whisper. So there's literally just one from a treasure coffer that I've missed. And it is called Sand and Stone. Near the Crimson Caravans in Boklad. Okay, we'll have to get it later. Okay. And last one will be from the Patron's Whisper once I've completed all of the... I imagine I'll have to complete the last of the hunt boards for that. Am I allowed to travel elsewhere yet? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Thing about it.
Oh, I should have gone to my room. Oh well.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, yeah, you have to get 2850 to get that last orchestration roll. I got a ways to
Best
go.
of luck out there, Sid.
Although I guess you'll get some renown from each of these side quests at this point too, right? And there's about to be a bunch of them. $50. Because these are only... Okay, that one's 60. But there's only about 200 renown here, and I need like 700 to get that final orchestration roll. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break before we talk to Otto, and then we will keep going. All right, we're back.
Still alive, I see.
I do want to check my trophy
Something
progress
tells
in a
me
second.
That I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
I mean, smart on Clive's part, because everybody wants to know.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Varisthian records. But To the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Oh, I'm muted. I just read that whole letter out loud. Muted. What I was saying was, what is the point of Otto leaving us mail if we're only going to read it when we're here, and he's always here? Let's see if we can update the tomes, too.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
That way
I don't
Clive can
believe
read it
you've
when
read
he's
this
ready.
particular chapter before.
You don't have to pay the voice actor if you write it in a letter.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. What subject shall we consider today?
We're very close to having completed the whole thing.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the
Listen, don't hate just because you can't fly, Clive.
You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
Slight envy isn't a good look for you, Clive.
But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
Does Odin and his horse count as flying? They sure loved being in the air. Yeah, it's suspended.
My life ended in the Dominion.
They just sort of sat there motionless in the air.
I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
Any form
We
of
can speak
airborne,
of
because Shiva
debts
doesn't have
when this
wings
is
either.
over.
Yeah. And neither does Ramu. Literally everybody could hang out up in the air except Ifrit. And Titan, I guess. I think.
He speaks like a
But,
man
you
who
know,
knows he's not coming
his whole
back.
thing is Earth.
And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Where is she? Over there? Hanging out by my room, huh? Alright, we'll come back to her. I don't know why I'm looking at this. It's not like it tells me where they are. Let's go check in on Asta one more time.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
She's settled on me, has she? So I can't help you there.
What will it be today?
What is it that you wish to learn?
Ifrit Risen can fly, so it counts. I don't know.
Here's the latest information I have.
God? Question mark? Fight as one. Fight as one. Fight as one. Look at all the fight as ones. And then this fucking guy. Oh, Waloed, all dead. I haven't heard from Marley ever since we killed this fucking guy. Oh yeah, Theodore died. Ambrosia. Why? I don't get it. What is her deal? Terrence.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Origin. A vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak, black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles a mother crystal. Ooh, excuse me.
Thus ends today's lesson.
How many of these things do I still have to find? A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How is that possible? Most of these upcoming side quests are going to fill up the wall. Okay. Yeah.
Come to wish on a star.
Had an inkling.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was.
We only
leading
did a
us.
handful last night, and I got like 5
Where
of
it
them.
will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the road together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure.
Okay, here they come. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus whatever's on my table. 7, 8. I believe Tarja has one, but you are not prompted by a side quest to get it. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll help Karen. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all of his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cup. Something ain't right. My gut tells me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones. Of course we'll help, because it's for Torgal. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
I mean, she told you it's banned. An inconvenient truth. Okay.
First the skies.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen ourselves hand
Torgal.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there?
Why are you sad, baby boy?
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now?
Yeah, right?
Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
So we could have taken it off ages ago.
Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Well, then what do you want, buddy?
You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Aww. We don't deserve dogs.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Alright, Karen has grown on me over the course of the game, for sure.
Where to then, Torgal? All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin
We gotta
to
live
unite
together.
the realm?
We're gonna die alone.
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Eugen?
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Three's company, and that's all the quests we can track. It's 3, so that's all we will do for now. Let's go talk to Vivian, and then we shall set about our duties.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book... it
Yeah,
set
I
me on
couldn't
the path
possibly
to
have anything
becoming
more
who I am
important to be
today.
doing right now.
Its importance cannot be overstated.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome
Intenebration
Vivian
is
seeks,
not a word that I...
chronicling as it does
No.
the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become
I
widely
think
known.
you chose one quest in Rosaria, one in Ash, and the
so
other in
rumor has it.
Dalmekio, World Traveler.
I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easy.
I do sometimes wish Clive was like, okay, Ash, got it, bye.
When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. But I want to go to... Where is where I'm thinking of? Okay, good. I have to go here anyway.
Do you have any fresh water?
Oh, it's this one. It's right here. I've been here so many times. Okay, so there's the orchestration roll that I needed. It's interesting because the screenshot of it in the walkthrough, they're also back to their origin in the quests. I wonder if somehow it was not there before. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, so far. Okay.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Leave it.
Has this wine turned? Or is it worse?
Who needs a porter when there's no...
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Come on. Run like the wind. be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
So much collateral diamond. Oh, where are you? Get out of here with your scepter.
There's a good boy.
Wow. That was a lot. And the animation was very cool.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
What a cocky boy.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am.
I was gonna say I am what I
The
am.
message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either.
Yeah,
And
that's
I have
been
other problems
established.
to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Huh. An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay, but there's a chest back here.
What are you looking for?
Ah. Breath of darkness.
Farewell.
Aldo, how's it going? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are here at the end of the game, but first we're doing an astonishing number of side quests. What else is new? Is it this way? Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to try and use some things that I haven't been using so that maybe I can get some of my trophies. Defeat a boss without taking damage? Oh boy, nobody told me that was a trophy. Heat wave counters. Titanic block, Titanic counter. Execute a precision dodge 3 times while charging a single mega flare. Ugh. I've done it twice. 3 steel counters. What is that? Master all of a single icon's abilities. Upgrade all feats and abilities to their maximum. We'll get there eventually. Collect 6 signboards. That'll be soon. Clear the hunt board. Complete a chronolith trial. Complete all the chronolith trials. Obtain all curiosities. Easy way to get it. Go to the stone at the hideaway, replay the first chapter, but instead of being 14, you're now level 40, whatever. Well, the boss is still level 14? Oh, that feels like cheating, but I will absolutely do it that way, because I am not going to have a good time trying to do it in, like, an actual in-the-game setting. Craft the legendary sword god or Damarung. Obtain all the patron whispers. Visit all areas on the world and loco maps. We're very close. 65. 3 more still? Spend 36,000 gil at the Tub and Crown. What's the Tub and Crown? How do I not even know what that is? Complete the game on Final Fantasy mode. My bar? My bar? At the hideaway? What? How do I spend 36,000 gil at the bar? I didn't even know I could spend money there. Next to Karen's shop. No, I know where it is. What is a heat wave? Okay. Dispel a shot and strike an enemy with the same heat wave.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Yeah, we can't just keep doing things. We have to go back and tell Byron. Of course we would. Okay. Oh, Ash for the book. I want to try and fight a little and see if I can accomplish any of the things I need to do. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Alright, who did that? You? I'm trying to like figure out how to do the heat wave counter. Like, I'm doing it as a hit, but not as a... I'm not getting the timing right for it to be a counter. Execute and land 2 heatwave counters in a single battle. Gouge Wicked Wheel and Rook's Gambit means I have to master one of them and put it somewhere else. Use Titanic Block to fend off 10 enemy attacks. Okay, we did 5 just now. That was super easy. Land the 3rd punch of a Titanic counter. How do you Titanic counter? Oh. Block enemy attacks when a guard is timed perfectly. It can be used up to... Square can be used to launch up to 3 counterattacks. Oh, great, because my timing for such things is always so good.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now...
Oh yeah, this is a place I went to check out at one point, and then I was like, they'll send me here on a side quest. I'm gonna move on. I was right. Royal Intelligencer and Training Report.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
The Folklorist. Fabulary. The Moogle! No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valisthian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft, white fur, excepting the small, dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow: the fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree. But every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the Twins in the modern day. But Nectar does. Perhaps the miniature wings carried them to other climes, perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away at the hideaway from human view. No, that's what I just read. What? From a distance. Oh, we found it. Okay. Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those The title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. I think that's got to mean diverse, not divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Yeah, why have people represent themselves? Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valisthean people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it.
Woof.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
High potion.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Didn't count.
Guess we're ready.
Well, that was an easy trophy. Okay, let's get rid of these other guys. Oh, or Torgal will do it. Oh, I forgot I couldn't do it twice in a row, obviously. But that didn't count anyway. So I'm still trying to figure out how you counter. I clearly am not getting the timing right. Hang on. Block enemy attacks when a guard is timed perfectly. Square can be used to launch up to 3. Oh, okay. You can't just sit there. I got it. Okay. Or you could not time it at all. Oh, well, I did that. I thought that's what the trophy was. Hold on. Oh, I think it was. Yeah, I think that happened just now. Hold on. Land the third punch of a Titanic counter. Oh, twice in a single battle. Okay, well, let's see if we can do it again. Oops. Okay. Yeah! Okay. There we go. Trophy level up! Okay, now I can go back to, like, fighting like a normal person. Whoops. I do not understand that timing, though. Nice. Okay, that was a very useful little bit of time. Scooped 2 trophies. I gotta look up this heatwave counter situation, because clearly I'm not doing it right.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful
Okay,
history
there should be some movement of the chin of this person who is speaking.
few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
At some point, I have to be allowed to go that way, right? At some point. Both dispel a shot and strike an enemy with the same heat wave. Okay, we'll have to see. Return to the hideaway. Talk to Vivian. Okay, let's go do the Torgal thing. Fulfill a legacy. That's not at all vague. Defeat a boss. Oh, right. Defeat a boss without taking damage. Precision dodge 3 times while charging Mega Flare. Steel counters. What? Who is that? Who is that for? It's gotta be, Odin. Yes, icon. Okay, so I think defeat 5 enemies in the air after using Deadly Embrace. Boy. Okay, but I've done the Titan ones. The Titan ones are done. Okay, here we go. Pressing square immediately following a precision dodge while the Arm of Darkness is active will result in a powerful attack called Flash of Steel. Pressing square after a successful parry while the Arm of Darkness is active will execute a powerful counter called a Steel Counter. Okay. Got it. Hi, sweet boy. Sorry I made you wait. Oh, he's not waiting for me. He's been with me the whole time. Where's my buddy?
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Oh, am I somewhere new? I'm somewhere new. Where am I? Oh, I guess near there. Okay, whatever.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Oh. No!
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
He's such a good boy.
Well, well.
Stop!
You never stopped looking for me. Did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal.
No.
For never giving up. For never forgetting.
This is so good. Look at that stupid little face.
Let's take this with us, shall we?
Oh, and he missed his dad for all those years and he didn't know where he was.
So I don't forget either.
I'm emotional.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
No, I just wanted to pet Torgal. Come here, buddy. Can I pet you?
Get it, boy.
I did cry because of Torgal. Best side quest, the Torgal side quest.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
best boy. Increases Torgal's attack potency. Oh, I think I did have one of those before. Okay, I think we're ready to go back to the hideaway. We can resolve these other two. At least they put Byron right here.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
What a word to use today of all days.
But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue.
I did finish the Torgal one.
Forgive the interruption.
I just finished it.
Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes
Now
of
I'm
me.
back at the hideaway to finish
Rutherford
this
spoke
one and the
fondly of
Vivian
great
one.
Bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you?
You are not fit to breathe the same air as this.
Oh, whatever. I don't care about their argument.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord.
Torgles, Joshua's, Jill's, and Gav's are the best. So I've only done Torgles out of those. But it was so good. It made me very emotional.
Citizens of Valisthea,
Whatever.
I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
The Triunity. I hear you, spooky boy. If I ever get out of a cutscene, I will let you out.
The stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
Everybody's like, here, we just want to give you a bunch of shit.
Thank you, Uncle.
All this 2.5 second cooldown bullshit. Alright, I am going to play a bit longer today, so let me take another brief break and we will keep going. Okay. Back to it.
What do you think that thing is? How the hell is he gonna deal with it?
There's something about it.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive.
I killed a guy for it.
Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one.
Yeah, this is maybe
As the
problematic.
sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in
Perception
every
is
corner of the
reality,
realm.
as they say.
And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study...
What do you mean
the
by
more I
studying
find
mankind by
value
a
in this
closer perspective,
in
or
looking
closer
not
distance,
from
or
the
whatever she just said,
outside, but
than
from
she
within.
expected?
So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world
Is Vivian an
the gift of
alien?
truth.
Maybe.
Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
An inconvenient truth. Vivian is an alien. Listen, this is a little awkward, but now there's a new quest that wasn't there before? Dude, what are we doing? Oh, in Garnick, where I just was.
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
Oh, I guess there's also, again, there's still all those ones in the hideaway to get.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Oh.
But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
What?
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you?
Clive
Philippe
needs to learn
told
some
me he had men
boundaries
stationed
and how to say no.
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine. And it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for.
We're sort of in the end
Unless you are
times
content to see
here.
people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Again, this is a game about class consciousness.
He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Feels inappropriate.
Your town needs you.
What does the dame have to say about it? So you are content to abandon the... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
This chick is a lot.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
That said fermenting.
I bet that went well.
Fomenting.
Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact,
You're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
I guess since it's right here, I'll just go. This doesn't matter right now. I've done the Titan ones. I've done the Ramu ones. I have not done the Garuda ones. I have Garuda equipped now. I've done the Shiva ones, I think. And I still need to do Bahamut and, excuse me, and Odin. Okay.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Oh, that would have been the thing to counter. Dang it. Alright. Well, you know, we tried. Trying to do my steel counter. It's not working. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I just held the button too long. Let's go deal with this guy. Did we not get him? How is there still curing happening? Damn. Where is he? There. Get out of here. Okay. Ugh, too soon. Focus on the one, shall we? Let's get you out of the way, and then we'll try and do this little dance with just the one. Too late. Too early. There. Steel counter. But I think the trophy might be twice. I think it's twice in the same fight. It might even be 3 times in the same fight. Three in a single battle. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge at this point. Not a lot of health left on this guy. Torgal's going to finish it. Yeah. Or I will. Okay. But we did it once. We figured out how to do it. So we learned something. You know, take what we can get here.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Hunts would be your best bet, that or Odin
Ladyship's been
Cronolith.
busy
Okay.
working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
I am going to go do that one in
This is exactly what
the place
Dane
where I
was afraid
just
of.
was.
I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear.
But for what?
Now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins,
way the music out here is so chill.
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me.
Oh, wrong button. Dang it. I mean, fine, but not what I was trying to do.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Oh, good.
Guess we're all ready.
That didn't do it either?
Come on.
Oh boy.
Guess we're all ready.
Thought that would be the right timing, but it was not.
Too slow.
Ugh.
I needed that.
That felt right, but that wasn't right either.
Oh, good.
Jesus, that sucked. Oh. Man.
Let's try.
Oh. I feel irritating when that happens. Oh, not this. Not this.
Let's try.
so many things at once. Let's go. Nice.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town.
Probably better because they weren't
Come on,
trying to get
Toggle.
stupid trophies like I am. On harder things than necessary. Oh, yeah.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart.
Ever heard of solidarity?
Borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Empathy.
I know what they
Look
feel,
it up.
because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, Your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
Imagine.
If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here,
I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer. We did it!
It's the last one.
Wait.
Just a little further.
I didn't realize that was them because they moved. Wait, where were they?
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
They'll be well.
Wait, where'd they go? Let me go talk to her and then we'll try again. He said, kiss me.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Assign Orichalcum! And a signboard. But I'm excited about the Orichalcum. One sec. And a signboard. Yeah. Oh wait, I wanted to try and run back past them one more time and see if we can get them to say it again.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
They'll be...
Oh. Yeah, useless. A thing I can sell for a tiny bit of money, I think. Alright, well.
There's no need to worry any longer.
You're a bard and you have a dog.
When darkness descended, the line did not break. Though full sorely tested, secure was their fate.
Okay. Cool, man. Good talk. Can I make a thing yet? And is it worth making?
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
Ooh, I can.
No scratches, right?
Hooray.
That it? Fine.
Oh my goodness. It drives me crazy that he doesn't put the signs up on the wall. They just sit there on the frickin' floor. But we did get 4 more of the things. The Vale signboard. The Triunity Accord. The Scholar's Bonnet. And the Charred Sparring Sword. Oh my god, more. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now. There's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. Aye, he'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that doesn't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You'd do good to remember that. Karen. Master Clive, I am aware that there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but if you should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Hippocrates.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Okay. Let me read the rest of these letters, and then I think I'm going to stop. Okay. Vivian says, thank you for the book. Byron says, thank you for getting us all to argue with each other and then get over it. Isabel says, thank you for helping us protect Northreach and teaching me a lesson and letting everybody else learn some lessons too. And for listening to me. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 to pick up here. Plus the one that I did pick up. Plus more. So that's 6, 7, 8. And I did what? Like 4? More than 4? Yeah, Mike was right. Double-digit side quests. That's absolutely wild. You and I have taken completely different approaches to the side quests. I accepted as many as possible and finished as many in the world before coming back to the hideaway. I try not to have more than 3 at a time because the journal can only track so many things. So that's why. Because I've done it that way before, and then I can't find the thing that I'm trying to get to because it won't show up on the map because it's not being tracked because I'm trying to do 6 things at once. Plus, I also am trying to a little bit follow the storylines as I do them. And if I'm running from place to place doing 7 different things, it's a little hard to follow what's happening. So that's my thoughts there. I accepted all of them and then tracked the ones that led me to one continent at a time. Well, they'll all get done. That's what matters. Alright, we're gonna call it a day here, folks. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you all have a great weekend. I should be back Monday with what will probably be an Oops All Side Quest stream. But it's also possible I end up taking the day off. So keep an eye out. I'll keep you updated in the Discord as always. And I will see you all Monday. And if not Monday, then certainly Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.